Today, Katie, Matt and Gervais will be showing you our COVID-19 procedure at growing places. We have a one-way system for arriving and leaving and designated pick-up and drop-off areas. When you arrive, please enter through the front door at growing places. When you leave, please exit by the back door and be picked up near the bike shed. This one-way system is the same from coming down off of the field. If you want to get back into the building, you need to use the front door again. Please arrive at growing places as close to 9:30 as you can. When you enter the building, you'll notice 2-metre floor markers and a member of staff to greet you. Hand sanitizer is available near the sign-in sheet. Please make sure you use this before you pick up the pen to sign in. There's a one-way system through the building with arrows and 2-metre markers on the floor to show you where to go. There will be a limited number of people in the office at any one time, with signs on computers that aren't to be used to ensure social distancing is in place. This is the same for the small office, just one person at a time. When using the toilets, it's one in the loo, one in the queue. Please make sure you knock on the door to see if anybody else is in the room. If they are, walk to the end and wait in the boot room. Once the toilet is available, make sure you exit through the back door and follow the one-way system back through the front door. Don't forget to knock again to check if anyone else has gone into the toilet. Every sink has a hand washing poster nearby. Follow the steps and make sure that you wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. In the kitchen, there are markers on the floor where chairs must stay. There's also ticks on the table to show you where you can sit. Break times will be staggered to make sure that we can social distance in the kitchen. Once your break is finished and you're heading to work, make sure you use the back door, and when you're entering the kitchen for your break, make sure you come through the building from the front door. Notice the yellow tape on the floor? That means only 2 people in that area at any one time. One at the sink, one at the microwave. You'll notice markers on the side with your name on. This is for your mug or cutlery or glass. It's 1 mug per person and it's up to you to keep it safe. Once you've finished your break, wash it up in the sink and put it back on your name spot. You can use the mugs here at growing places, or you might like to bring your own one in. If you don't need to use the cutlery that's in your mug, just take it out of your mug and put the cutlery back on your name spot. Then you can make yourself a drink. Need to use the microwave? Make sure you use the disinfectant and the cloths available to wipe down the handle and any areas you've touched after every use. Same goes for the urn. Make sure you wipe that button down. Now we're getting into the summer, the water dispenser will be used more. This is an area that needs to be cleaned after every use. When exiting the building from either the kitchen or the boot room, it's important that you check if anyone else is coming. Remember, it's no entry past the grate. If you need to get back in the building, it's through the front door. We'll still have morning meeting, just not in the kitchen. If the weather is good, we'll be outside. Notice how everyone is standing by yellow cones? These are spaced 2 metres apart. If the weather isn't good, then morning meeting will be in the pack house. We've already marked out 2 metre spaces to ensure social distancing. Whilst waiting for morning meeting, you can either be in the kitchen, the boot room, the pack house, or under a gazebo outside. Each area will have a member of staff. When choosing tools, please make sure you queue 2 metres apart. Pick up your tool and use the hand sanitizer on the way out. Once you're finished with your tool, clean it down like you usually would. Then use the disinfectant available to wipe down the handle. Don't forget to use hand sanitizer on the way out. In the pack house, we've marked out 2 metres between each station. You'll be given a spot, and that's your spot to work from. When packing fruit and veg into the boxes, the middle aisle stays clear unless you're using it to reach another box. It's 1 person at a time down this middle aisle. Depending where your spot is, depends which end of the aisle you use. You use the end closest to your workstation. We know the pack house can get busy, so you need to make sure you're communicating with everybody so they know where you're going. Just like exiting the building, don't forget to check if anyone's going to use that middle aisle first. Once you're finished packing for the day, you need to clean down your scales with some disinfectant. Don't forget the tabletop too. We understand that social distancing 2 metres might not always be possible. For tasks that require a bit more support, face masks are available for you and your coach. We have 1 set of gardening gloves per person available here if you'd like to use them, but you might like to bring your own in from home. If you do bring your own, make sure you wash them at the end of the day. We have a number of hand sanitizer stations across the site. Find them in reception, the meeting room, the office, the kitchen, the boot room, the tool container, Poly 1, Poly 5 and 2 in the pack house. We have a cleaning rota at the end of every day to make sure that heavy touch points like light switches, taps, handles and printers are cleaned regularly. We can't wait to see you again soon.